does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. Yeah, I've discussed it with myself, and I'm disgusted with the way we're told to have a certain face, a certain weight, because we aren't pixels on a screen. No, we're human, we breathe. Every single thing we see curated, it's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah.
There are good games, there are bad games, elite and casual gamers,
But no matter what, we have fun playing them.
because we are terrible.
At games.
We never claim to be good at them.
Welcome to the Tapcast. Hello. Everyone.
Hello.
Hi. I'm gonna start the first music for the Tapcast. It's a bit quiet on my end. Okay, there we go. It is time. It is very much time. Yes, we are live.
Yes, indeed.
We are live. We are incredibly live. This also
Yes,
shows that
indeed.
it is working on YouTube. It's probably also working on Twitch now. We have returned.
Yes.
Yes.
Twitch is back.
For better or worse.
Well, I think it was better to not let us be held back by someone else's problems, especially since we are small.
True.
So, today we have, or the past 2 weeks actually, we haven't been on for 2 weeks now. We cancelled the week before.
Yeah.
What have we all been doing?
Well, I've been busy with LA Noire.
Well, I had some in real life stuff to do. That's why
I've been
I
giving
wasn't-
myself migraines, making models for VR chat.
Well, migraines aren't good, but the models for VR chat is fun, I suppose.
I just hope
Yeah.
you weren't in VR chat itself while having a migraine. I'm guessing you always use your Vive to go into VR chat.
No, not always.
Oh, okay. Because that's easy to assume because you have a VR set, so it's easy to assume that, oh, I always go or use my VR set in VR chat.
Well, unless I have my full body tracking completely charged, I usually don't hop on because it just feels weird not having my trackers.
You like the extra weight.
Well, they're not even that weighty though. It's just like it feels weird not being able to move your legs when you're so used to it.
Yeah.
I'm usually no fan of the janky legs when you don't have full tracking, full body tracking. It's a bit weird when you move around.
It is
Like
what it is.
The feet, that's like the feet don't know where they are supposed to be going, so it just assumes where you're walking, and then it's going to do the hokey pokey all around.
Yeah, the way it works, at least, is like it uses your the HMD to track where you're looking, and that's where the rest of your body is going. Instead of where you have your trackers on your body, it has 3 extra points of tracking it can use.
First up, we have Cyberpunk will not have a third person, or rarely will have third person. Unlike the Witcher games that all had third person, people are quite upset of Cyberpunk not having third person. Would that be such a bad thing to you guys?
I don't know.
Well, if it was in my shoes, I'm probably going to be a bit meh because it doesn't really matter to me if it's in first person or third person, as long as it's a game that would play well for me.
It's an interesting concept. It's definitely something that I want to try out, like a complete RPG in first person. It's something that I've been thinking of wanting for a while, at least in an RPG game. Like something that isn't like straight up first person shooter, linear, okay, let's go, let's kill this shit and then get out. Like a Call of Duty campaign or something.
Yeah.
It's something that I've been wanting for a while.
But do you
I
think,
think
it's a wise decision for a CD Projekt Red to go for a game that they always had made in third person to suddenly go first person?
It's definitely a daring decision, but I can stand behind it.
I think it's fine. I mean,
I'm
the
always
Far Cry games are always like this, and it never bothered me.
I am always used to the first-person perspective anyway, so not much would change for me. But I can imagine people who are loyal to the CD Projekt Red that they are upset because there is no third person. And as far as I've seen, a third person is only seen in scenes where you have no control over.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
No, I'm fine. I'm fine with it. Personally, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, me too.
I'm fine with it as well. It's not a big bother to me. But the game will have multiplayer. apparently.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's right.
Which I am a little bit about, and I'm not the only one. There's a Twitter user, Chris Brady. Twitter handle is @CVBrady. He said, you're going to split your attention between single player and multiplayer game. I'd rather have you focus on one, get it right, rather than two and barely get it working. So, a side remark, very few game studios, including very experienced ones, can do both even moderately decently. Which I can see how people are also upset about the multiplayer, that the focus is no longer on to get it right mechanically inside the game.
Right.
Well, I'm not really sure what to think about it, because as far as we have seen, the developers have taken great care of their previous games. Yeah, sure, they are trying something new, but I'm fairly confident they will manage.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Anything to
No
add?
worries there. No worries there. No, I think it's
No, not really. Like as I said before, I'm all for it. Like they can do whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not too fussed about it.
Me
I'm
neither.
actually, in all honesty, I'm actually encouraging them to do stuff like this because,
Yeah.
I mean, how else are we gonna know if something like this will actually work out?
by just doing it. Yeah.
Hmm.
I agree. So I think it's a good decision.
So, next,
Yes,
Borderlands 2 VR coming to PC.
yes, can't wait.
It has already been released to PlayStation, the PlayStation VR, late last year, I think. And yeah, I'm also kind of excited, but I'm also a bit worried about the no longer having multiplayer, because that was also one of the main focuses of Borderlands 2 in general.
Yeah, that is true.
And now they they had the co-op removed because they wanted to have a better single-player experience. But I am kind of in between two places here. So like yes and no, it might for it working. I mean, yes, it might play completely different, but I am not sure it's about improving the single player experience. We already know what the single player experience is. We still even might have a general idea of what the game is going to be, because, well, it's still Borderlands 2. It's just VR and has a new skill tree. It should play as new, but it is still very, very much familiar.
What's the new skill tree about then?
Oh, they are related to VR controls, I think.
Of course. But no specifics, I guess.
Why I wanted to have more fun in co-op in VR,
Exactly.
because it is very much fun to have friends who also have a VR set to play alongside you.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter to us if the controls or the characters are a bit clunky. That doesn't really matter to most of VR users, at least. I know it doesn't matter to me.
Nah, same here. As long as it's playable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the main gist. It needs to be playable. But if they can work the general controls for VR, I don't really see why they couldn't have added a co-op. I had a side note on here. It's probably because of the slowdown mechanic for specific skills inside Borderlands 2.
Oh.
So you may get like slow-mo timed kills, have it look cool and such.
Ah, okay.
But
Like in
not-
Skyrim or something.
Well, I was thinking about stuff like you have multiplayer games like Dying Light, which also had a slow-mo feature in. Even if the slow-mo isn't caused by you, it isn't immersion breaking.
No, it isn't.
If anything, you have slight more time to deal with stuff in front of you.
Exactly. Look at Killing Floor Incursion.
It works.
A great example.
It works perfectly fine, so I really don't get why the co-op is gone.
It's a strange decision, but maybe too big of a hurdle for them? I don't know.
Maybe I doubt it has to do something with servers, that they were working perfectly fine. And I think you could even play Borderlands over LAN. So there's always an option for a LAN emulator over the internet, like Radmin. Radmin VPN. Works like a Hamachi, but without the registering part, which is neat.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. Needed that. Got the red nose. It's not itching yet.
Not yet.
Don't have the itchy nose yet.
Anyway,
What do you mean anyway already? It's just a joke that they're making. Take it easy.
sorry, forget it.
It will be likely released in upcoming fall, which won't take too long anymore.
No.
So I
Almost
am.
there.
I am still quite excited for this, even though I am. I think it's a bit sad to not have multiplayer.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we can always just wait for mods, you know?
yeah, but netcoding seems to be quite a difficult thing, especially for in mods.
Yeah.
People have tried multiplayer mods. I mean, the current development in Skyrim Together is still very wonky.
Yeah.
Well, I must say, two completely different games, but most modders will tell you that they won't commit to multiplayer stuff because it's hard to maintain, and if it does work, you need to have servers.
Yeah.
Which are barely getting paid because the mod is not well known enough.
Yeah.
Borderlands 3 PC launch trouble.
Yes.
I was quite entertained by this one. I don't know why.
Was that one that I did?
I think no, I don't know who, but it doesn't really matter. People have frame rate stability issues on high-end rigs, so that's good news.
Yeah.
So,
Stuttering in such a game.
I also saw in a article, or the one article that we had, that someone even told the rest to go just all super low settings on the lowest. But that kind of defeats the point of having a high-end rig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a high-end rig. I don't want to play on a... I wouldn't want the graphics to be subpar for a rig that can perfectly handle it.
And the way they described the problems they are having, it sounded to me like GTA 4. You know, when you turn around and suddenly your frames are stuttering.
Yeah.
Or
Borderlands 2 had a similar issue with pop-in textures.
okay.
But at least that I can live with, to be honest.
Well, no, people had stuttering issues because the textures took too long to load in.
Jeez.
Yeah, I never had that problem.
Now, people wanted to get rid of the pop-in textures. Like when you look behind you, it's low res, and then you see it loading in, and it just fades into high-res textures. But people didn't want that.
That's also something that I never got about Borderlands 2. Like, why can't they just completely render out an entire section, just completely when you're already in the loading screen? Like, okay, yeah, I don't mind longer loading times, if everything just works perfectly fine and everything is loaded already.
Yeah. That would be best.
And having the game on DirectX 12 affects how the loading times are inside the game.
Yeah.
It seems to be absolute bull for DirectX 12.
Which is weird. So the workaround is start the game in DirectX 11.
which again could have, and should have been fixed before launch.
Yeah. Agreed.
I hope it is fixed. It has been a couple of days. Maybe they have pointed out a couple of fixes by now. Hopefully. Probably.
Hopefully. Yes.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
and
Actually,
people were also
Actually-
talking about the DRM on Borderlands that supposedly took up 2 MB upload. But,
Yeah, that is
but
also
that-
something I wanted to talk about.
but it seems to be a Twitch integration in this game that does that.
No, it's not Twitch integration. It's DRM related.
That was the first I thought about it, but I guess I read somewhere that it wasn't the Nouveau, I think they use.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the Nouveau that caused that, but the Twitch integration. Later on.
How though? Because the things that
I
I've
don't
seen
know.
is like because the things that I've read about it is that like the even when they don't have OBS running, it still takes up 2 megabits per second
Yeah, that's crazy.
with multiple instances open.
That's
So they
crazy.
interchange. So
Yeah.
basically, basically what's happening is that for the people that don't know is that they the DRM that they use interchanges the key every 20 minutes, I believe, which creates a new instance, and that instance uploads data to a data validation server, which takes up your internet slot, like your upload speed, in order to do other stuff like be in a call, watch some YouTube or whatever.
Or streaming.
I know that, or streaming for all that matter.
Yeah. 2 MB, that's crazy.
That's
Whatever-
quite a lot. Yeah, it is. It really is.
That's no, you shouldn't have done that. I mean, I could handle it if I had the game, but because I have enough upload speed to spare.
Yeah, but still,
But
like,
I
a lot
wouldn't
of
want.
it-
I wouldn't want it. You know.
And not only that, like even if you have enough, a lot of people don't, especially
Exactly.
in the US.
Exactly.
People also had some troubles with highlighting items when they have their controller plugged in.
Oh dear.
Like
Lord.
highlighting
Hey,
stuff.
not a great reason
highlight-
for someone here to switch to keyboard and mouse.
No.
Highlighting stuff that's on the ground, like loot and stuff. That seems to be an issue. If it's not highlighted, you couldn't pick it up.
So this game is not for me.
Just wait for the Steam release.
I probably won't get it because I also read some reviews on the game that people were saying it's fine, it's just another Borderlands, nothing special. And I think, yeah, well, if that's all there is.
So are we slowly coming to the conclusion that this game is overhyped?
It was overhyped from the beginning, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, my opinion. too.
Like, it's. We've waited so long for a third Borderlands, and the longer you make people wait, it's like the Half-Life effect.
Yeah,
The more they hype it up, the more you hype, like the more people get hyped up and everything for when there is news. They overhype it, and when something does get released, not saying that Half-Life 3 is coming, but but it's basically the exact same. Like, in all honesty, if it were to take just a tiny bit longer for them to release the game, I would have just immediately said, okay, yeah, people are just gonna stop getting interested in Borderlands if it wasn't gonna get released.
probably.
Ben has been really quiet, and I think he wants to move on.
Well, because I'm not a big VR player, there's not much I can say.
But this is not
Yeah.
about VR. This is not about VR. This is
Oh,
about
sorry.
Borderlands 3.
Sorry.
the-
Well, I can't even play Borderlands 3 anyway.
No? Oh, okay.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I can't. I had a look.
Oh, your system specs are.
Yeah,
below
my system specs, remember?
Oh, yeah.
So
Well, it says to stick with DirectX 11 anyway until they work out the kinks. I can see here.
yeah, I'm gonna ignore anything from Reset Era.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to consider clicking that. It is not. It has not been clicked, as you can see.
Yeah, I can see that. Stick to Reddit.
At least at least Borderlands is not the Duke Nukem Forever disaster,
No,
where
no.
it took forever
Well.
to be released, and then it turned out to be shit.
Yeah, a real crap.
In all honesty, the way Borderlands 3 was going, I was thinking, especially after I saw like the reveal trailer, I was exactly thinking that this is gonna have like the exact same effect. It's gonna be lackluster and everything. Like they overhype it, and then poof, nothingness, nothing but problems and lackluster gameplay.
Well,
And sure enough,
I guess for Borderlands players, it's just not a Borderlands game, nothing special.
I mean,
more Borderlands.
I'm still gonna play it. Like I love the
Yeah.
franchise.
Yeah.
I love I love like looter shooters and all the type of stuff. I love the grind that comes with it.
And I think they do a good job with that. So
oh yeah.
But the way they go about it is just completely wrong.
yeah, agreed.
Next up,
Yep.
is
Yeah, let's move on.
we played Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint closed beta. That's quite
Yes.
a mouthful.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
This is not news or anything. I just wanted to ask you guys, what are your thoughts about the game?
Oh, I had fun while playing the beta, but nothing special yet. I think the story doesn't interest me much.
It's starting to be too serious for something that is really arcadey in gameplay.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
There's a-
exactly what's going on here. Like for what it is, like they're trying to merge what Wildlands was and what the vision is into one massive game.
And I like the mechanics of Wildlands. And there's some more mechanics here, like which I haven't fully engaged in it, like looting and crafting and stuff and food and ingredients and whatever. I haven't bothered with that much. I'm more like the trying to shoot people with the sniper. That's what I
Exactly. Like the way I went into the game is and this is also what they said in like reveal trailers and everything. It's like Wildlands, but
Yeah.
more survival aspect. So I'm going in there with with the mind of saying, okay, I'm gonna be stealthy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be looking for weapons. I'm gonna try to sneak past people.
Yeah.
But then in comes the stealth mechanic from Division.
Yeah.
AKA, the second you're spotted by someone, everybody notices
knows your
you're there.
position. Yeah.
Yeah. So silencers are obsolete because they don't work properly.
That's so weird.
And then there's a second part. Why do we need level-based enemies in a tactical shooter?
I don't know. I don't like that.
Like it just makes them all more bullet spongy. And if I want to shoot, like if I shoot someone with a 50 cal, I want them to die in one shot, not two shots to the chest.
Yeah.
My main disturbance is appearance. Still, it looks beautiful, but I see a lot of trees that are just copy and pasted without even rotation. So it looks just like you
Yeah.
placed a
Yeah.
couple of palm tree Legos next to each other without just like artificially placing them without rotating.
Yeah.
A lot of the foliage is like that. It's just copy and pasted without any without looking back at it. It's like,
Yeah, without
it's
any
fine, it's fine.
attention. Yeah. Yeah. I
And
just
I
think
immediately noticed that in the very beginning of the game, where trees
Yeah.
are just duplicated and put next
I
to each
suppose
other.
for the beta, it's just they're just placeholders for it. This is what is kind of.
It wouldn't really surprise me. Like it wouldn't really surprise me that that's going to be in the full game as well, knowing Ubisoft.
Well, we'll see.
It is a huge game that prides itself on appearance.
Yeah,
And I do
and-
give it that. Like it looks beautiful.
it does.
But it annoys me to no end when I see two trees standing next to each other without rotation.
Yeah.
This
Hmm.
is exactly the
what-
same tree.
What I did appreciate was when you walk into the mud, you can actually see your footsteps. That's, I think, I enjoy.
Yeah,
that.
like the attention to detail is there, but like the more you pay attention to the aesthetics of a game, the less of a gameplay focus the developers have. I don't know how big the Tom Clancy Ghost Recon team is in Ubisoft Montreal,
No idea.
but in my at least this is what I'm thinking right now. It's like they paid more attention to the artistic aesthetics of the game rather than actual gameplay, and they just slapped multiple things together to call it a day. Like for instance, like the skill trees in Breakpoint. Yeah, I can't even speak. In Ghost Recon,
Yeah.
compared to Wildlands, it is so minimalistic. Like it's
It is. Yes, it is. I agree.
like,
But
and I don't say this as a bad point, but if you're gonna say that this is gonna be the sequel, okay, big quotation marks sequel to Wildlands, I expect something more fleshed out.
is that fair though in the beta? I don't know. I think
Usually what you see in the beta is something that also more than likely comes in the full product.
What I noticed mainly because I had the technical alpha thingy before this one.
Yeah, I wasn't able to play that, unfortunately. So,
Well, it wasn't really a great experience. What I liked is the pickups. It's now automatically picked up. Everything.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I liked. That wasn't in the pre-alpha thingy. That you still had to click a button to pick something up. I think that's a great change. Just automatically pick up things you need.
It also looks a bit weird, funky at times. I mean, sprinting through foliage and then suddenly you pick up some strawberries. So your back just snaps to the left or right to pick it up.
oh, here's another drop I have with the game. Why are motorcycles even more stiff than in Wildlands?
I don't know.
We had this motorcycle in Wildlands that just kicks you off when you meet a pebble.
Yeah, that's basically a death
And
machine.
it is also regardless of speed. It's not like when you hit it at massive speeds. No, it just kicks you off for no reason. It appears like for no reason anyway.
Yeah, and especially cars too. Like cars have been made a lot more stiff unless you like drive on wet mud, which is weird.
Also, we had a thing of in Breakpoint where the assets on the road are super modern and they don't seem to look like they don't fit in the universe.
Yeah, like out of place.
We expected these designs to be found in like games in Saints Row 4.
Yeah.
In the virtual world you get stuck in. That's what you get expected to see, or even Get Out of Hell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
But
the
yeah,
road signs were made. What the hell is this? You know, I don't.
It looks like
Out of place.
It looks like what a 90s movie would consider to be science fiction.
Yeah. I didn't like that.
There's
But maybe
probably a reason for that, and it will probably fit more once we get to explore it more. But
I hope so. I hope so.
The first initial impressions were that looks like it doesn't belong here.
Yeah.
This
I
looks
hope
like
they're
something
just,
from a different game that failed.
I just hope that they're just placeholders
also
that
have
will be replaced in the.
Something you also have to realize is that the entire island used to be filled with nothing but scientists and engineers and stuff. So yeah, there's going to be like out of place stuff for them to make room for them to move around normally, because like it's they haven't been living there for long enough for roads to be like all completely worn out.
No, that's fine.
It's
that's
all
fine.
completely new.
That's
So-
fine, but the road signs are too futuristic. There's no reason to make futuristic road signs. Just make an ordinary road sign. that's
I mean, yeah,
fine.
you got a
Something
point there.
more regular.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Even if you had one of these dot matrix boards on top of the roads,
Yeah,
that would have suited more than these soft edges with tons of extra metal that don't make sense everywhere.
yeah. Doesn't make sense to me anyway. But we'll see what the eventual game looks like.
It will most likely make sense if we had played it more, but at this moment it doesn't for me.
No, I had fun. I must say, because playing with friends is always fun.
Yes.
Yeah, regardless of games. I mean, look at
Yes.
Street Cleaning Simulator.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't even have multiplayer,
Yes.
which also doesn't work on Discord Live, just as a side note.
Okay.
I tried.
I don't know why.
Good to know. Good to know.
Not sure why though, but oh well.
Oh
Maybe I
well.
need to add it as a Steam game, who knows.
Or manually added it to Discord.
Yeah, that might also be a thing. However,
Anyway,
Yeah.
next topic, I guess. I think we
we
covered
got
this?
Yeah, we've covered it.
we got Death Stranding gets a very easy mode.
yeah. I don't mind that.
I really don't know.
I don't really mind that either, but I see a problem with that.
What's
The
the
purpose
problem?
was to get people who are less interested in video games into video games. But the issue here I see is people who are not interested in video games usually don't have a PC or console.
True. True.
So it is. I wonder if it's a wise decision to make a very easy mode just to appeal to those who are less into gaming.
I think it's
Because if you still have interest but you don't have the hardware, you're likely to watch it on YouTube anyway.
or watch it at a friend's house and decide, hey, he's got a good PC. Why should I not buy it for myself and enjoy games? Maybe that's the thought behind it.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't
but
know.
I don't think personally. I don't think it would take off that much. The very easy mode to appeal to movie junkies.
No, I don't think so either. But I think it's if it's easily implemented, why not do it? You know.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it, but I more
No.
have a
Yeah,
stick with
doubting the effect of it,
the idea behind what they want to accomplish with it.
Yeah, I think it's a minimal effect anyway. But I don't mind it.
So yeah,
I think it's a sympathetic move.
And like it's
mainly for the
even
game
if it's-
journalists, I guess.
Even if it's like even
It's a game journalist mode.
it is a review copy
even
only
even if
very,
it's
very easy
catered
for them.
towards people that like that don't play video games all that much, like even people that just want to see the story for themselves, like even if they finish it on hard and they just don't really pay attention to cutscenes, the quote-unquote very easy mode or cinematic mode, for lack of a better term, is still a nice thing to just enjoy the story, even though you know you blaze through everything. A friend of mine, he usually just blazes through fucking cutscenes, not even knowing the story, and then complains, it was very short. Well, here you fucking go. You want an easy gameplay with a lot of story? There you fucking go.
Yeah. Here you go.
My initial thoughts about Death Stranding is like one of the first videos I saw regarding of its gameplay is like, I think it's very bland.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see what you're saying. Yeah,
There's
Yeah.
for me, I don't think for me it loses appeal because the first videos I have seen about it is it looks cool, but there's not much to do. It might be getting the wrong impression. It might also be the developers like showcasing a barren area to focus on animations and specific.
And that you can pee.
Yeah, also very important.
Oh yeah.
It's been done before. It doesn't make a return anytime soon for other modern games. But really old games like Duke Nukem 3D, you could use the toilet because you can.
Yeah, the pee mechanic.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, much better. It doesn't do anything. You can't do without peeing. I would like to have. I am afraid that when you have such extra, or going the extra mile for everything, you have specific needs, basic needs, hunger, thirst.
Yeah, that's what I.
And then
didn't...
adding pee to the mix. That's
Yeah.
how it grows.
that you have to. That you have to micromanage your needs. I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like that. That's
Just
what
imagine
I,
yourself peeing while fighting off threats. So you couldn't hold it in anyway. So whatever. Flattering image is this. Okay, we're making fun of this, but I hope it's going to be okay. It's going to be fun.
I hope so too. I do not watch any gameplay, by the way. I want to be surprised by it.
Oh, I hope it turns out to be a really good game too. I mean, I probably won't be able to play it due to my low system specs, but it'll be probably fun to watch.
Exactly.
Were you gonna get an Xbox?
Oh yeah, I was. I am planning on getting an Xbox One. Yes, I am.
Just get it on Xbox.
Yeah, oh yes, yes.
Is it gonna be a PlayStation exclusive? I think it is.
Well, well, in that case, I may have to get a PS4 instead.
Let's see.
Just for one game?
Yeah, PS4.
PlayStation 4
PS4.
only.
Okay.
As of the Google
Damn.
search I did.
Thank you.
Yeah. I see that. Well, I actually do want to get myself a PS3 as well, because there are certain games on PS3 that I'd like
Just
to
get.
play.
Then you might as well get a PS4. Like a lot of the PS3 games work on PS4.
Oh, yes. Yeah. You make a good
Same
point.
goes for Xbox One. Like 360 and
Yeah,
original Xbox titles now work on Xbox One.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Specific ones too, mind you, on Xbox.
Yeah, but they're working on making that library a lot larger.
I want
Oh,
to
yeah.
have the what's
that's
the game
right.
called? Not Gears of War. That's already on Xbox 360. Get lost. I'm not sure. Hold up. Very professional of me. Army of Two.
Oh yes, Army of Two.
That's what I want to have on Xbox One. So I can just put in the disc of Army of Two and then play it on the Xbox One.
I really want to play Army of Two again. I've got the disc somewhere.
I think I have all of them here. I just bought them secondhand on a flea market.
Nice.
I still need to buy the second and third. I heard that the second one isn't all that. The third one isn't all that good.
Which one was that?
For Army of Two 40th day.
Oh, I have that one as well. Army of Two. The Devil's Cartel is what I'm looking forward to after I played the first one.
Oh, I love that one. It's I've got 1 and 2, but it's just the third that I haven't played yet. Devil's Cartel, I love it.
I bought Army of Two, the 40th day, for €3.50.
That's a nice price.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So I got 3 Army of Two games, which I really need to get into.
Okay.
I just need to get over
Are they
it.
all available on Xbox One though? But are they all backwards compatible?
No, they aren't.
Fuck.
I tried. Because I know some games were, but Army of Two isn't. Or at least not the first one. Anyway,
Let's move on,
we
shall we?
have gone off topic quite a bit.
Yes, we have. We have.
Want to go to the Guinness Book of World Records?
Yes.
It's about the most downvoted Reddit comment, and it belongs to EA.
Yeah.
Yay!
Who would have expected? Who would have expected?
Congratulations!
I got the Reddit thread here. Even I'm gonna switch to the main stage so you can actually see.
Yeah.
So paid $80 to have Vader unlocked. I'm guessing instead of locked, because this is a bit broken English. Because I can't even play fucking Darth Vader, so it's kind of broken English, but you get the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The intent is too. Well, it doesn't matter. It has over 500,000 downvotes. Oh, well, over 650,000 downvotes. It should not even deserve the platinum rewards.
No.
No reward at all. They should give us rewards for that.
Yeah. The last comment that got the most downvotes was someone just asking for downvotes, and that is just a fraction of what the EA community team got. EA community team has crushed it.
Amazing.
Reddit user paid $80 to have Darth Vader unlocked in Star Wars Battlefront and couldn't even play it after that. And EA's supportive comment was downvoted over 500,000 times. So, good job.
Very good job.
Another reason not to go for EA, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm still a bit salty for EA removing the on us part of their like you could get free games on Origin, but that has been removed completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they now have a subscription module in their Origin store.
Yeah. Which I will not use.
Same.
So I'm a bit salty because of that, because they usually just gave you crap games anyway, but it was nice to get them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I wish.
Well,
that
except
my
for,
money-
like except for a couple years ago, they were like really AAA titles. Like I got Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 1942 like for free.
Nice.
It was on my house.
Didn't we all get The Sims 4 eventually?
I have no
I
idea.
haven't.
Like I don't play The Sims, so
I've just sort of lost interest in it, to be honest.
I played some Sims 4. I liked the fact that you could build a toilet a couple of stories high.
Wow.
of course you would. Of course you
Well,
fucking would.
I don't like the
World's biggest toilet in The Sims. Okay.
Yeah.
the biggest complaint with The Sims 4 is still you cannot explore the area. It's just your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no interior if you try to clip into your neighbor's house. Because
Exactly.
that is not loaded in, and I don't get that.
Me neither.
There's no hardware limitation that that could prevent you from having the rest of the area. And even if it does, even if it does to pose any troubles, why did you not include a option or something, or do something with your graphical options so it gets rendered in later?
Yeah, whatever. Something.
But that's really besides the point. That is really too late to discuss that now.
Yeah.
Well, on the other hand, no, it's not. They still release stuff for the Sims
Yeah.
4.
Expansion packs and things.
I think they were also being hated for adding clothing items that were aimed towards a specific religion. I'm not
Really?
I'm not even going to name them. Name the religion. That's not our shtick.
Let's not go there. No.
But they got quite the backlash apparently for including items that was from one religion but not the other. It's an inclusivity deal again, the ordeal again. That's not fair. You haven't included us.
Well, and they have a point there, I guess.
Yeah, I get where they're coming from, but then again, it's just a game.
True.
We are getting angry for digital items.
Well, yeah.
Unless you have paid for them. But then again, it is... The Sims has not done anything close enough for... to market as a religion. They have done cult stuff.
They did.
But they haven't. They didn't do anything for religion.
No.
So I think I don't know if that's actually a good idea for the devs to include anything about religion. And if
I wouldn't have done it.
And if they would have done, then I would have included more stuff to appease more people.
Yeah.
It's either just one way, just the one way, or no, don't.
Yeah.
Go all out
Agreed.
or don't.
Agreed.
So, Fallout Miami.
Ben really wants to move on, doesn't he? All the sighing and everything.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna say that. I know that The Sims 4 is big, but it's just it's sort of meh for me because I'm more into the old Sims games.
Yeah, I liked Sims 3 more than I liked Sims 4.
I'm talking more Sims Deluxe Edition. And
Maybe we should
all
add
them.
a retro segment later.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like
Yeah.
I'll talk
Yeah.
about old school games.
Yeah.
Oh yes. That sounds like a really good idea. I'm all for that.
I thought so. We'll see how to make that happen.
Yeah.
But for now, Fallout Miami.
Fallout Miami.
Yes.
Fallout Miami.
I'm gonna let this over to take this over to Marijn. Marriage.
Yes.
Marriage nuts.
Margin.
Ha 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 ha.
You're up, buddy. Fallout Miami.
Fallout Miami, yes. I fucking can't wait. I really
No?
can't. I'm really excited for this, especially for its long development cycle and how things are really coming along, especially with their original soundtracks. It's just.
I've seen
Okay.
some artwork from the YouTube video that has stuck to the article.
Mm-hmm.
Or just video, I don't know. And I was mainly interested in the billboards
Oh yeah.
that are going to be defaced in the in the main story.
Really?
Yeah, well, it's clean art that they have shown, but no billboard is safe from spray paint. So yeah, I'm kind of interested to see the variations of spray paint and defacing
The billboards.
long gone properties.
So, on which game is this running? Maybe that's
Fallout 4.
interesting. Fallout 4. So, guys, you know.
It's gonna be. They're going to work on making it a complete standalone from Fallout 4.
Mm-hmm.
And they're slowly implementing implementing weapons. Like for instance, there's going to be a quad barrel shotgun for the standalone release.
Nice. Yeah.
And I'm really excited.
And how does one install the game? Is that via Nexus mods or?
They haven't specified that yet.
Okay.
Because there is their release date is to be announced because they're still in they have a small development team. I don't know how big they are. I believe it's a team of 6 to 7 people.
All right.
And it's really coming along nicely, and I really hope that it's not going to be completely shut down like certain games where the Bethesda completely just wiped off of existence because of suing them for having quote unquote the same name as one of their franchises.
Let's hope it doesn't become anything like Fallout 76. Although
No,
that's
It's a
its
mod.
no,
It's not. It's not.
won't.
It's a mod, Ben,
Okay,
for Fallout
okay,
4. It's not gonna be.
right,
It's not gonna be a game or multiplayer. Well, maybe.
Okay. All right.
They're
Yes,
just hoping
no,
there's
maybe.
at least co-op. Yeah, I'm hoping that they also manage to implement co-op, because that's something that I've always wanted for the longest of time, ever since Fallout 3, is co-op in
Oh
Fallout.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Is it?
Now I'm hoping that they're gonna implement co-op.
No, I mean the remark of Fallout 3.
I mean, ever since I've been playing Fallout, since Fallout 3, since the Bethesda took over and made it completely 3D world for Fallout, I've been wanting, just like Skyrim and Oblivion, to at least have some kind of co-op.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, future games might they might learn. Bethesda might learn. I don't think so. They will, but hope they will learn of their mistakes of Fallout 76 and
Oh yeah.
still use the multiplayer aspect, but implement it in a different way. And include NPCs. Damn it! that was the main issue. It is so
And
barren and easy, and the AI sucks.
Yeah, and the microtransactions, please don't do those, please.
Well, I'm hoping they're going to do an HD remake, like completely HD remake of Morrowind, even though that's technically been sort of done before with Morrowind Online or whatever.
I haven't heard of Morrowind Online.
I think there's a
you know,
development
you
team
know,
working on
it's-
it, but not from Bethesda. More like
okay. Okay.
There's
Like-
there's a mod team that is working on a thing called Skyrim Together.
Oh.
yeah, for the co-op or multiplayer.
Yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
But there are several projects going on for implementing Oblivion into the Skyrim engine.
Oh yeah. The
version.
Sky Oblivion. Yeah.
Sky Oblivion, but there's also a Morrowind project going on.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I do like
Well,
this
let's hope-
age of where old school games are being remade and compatible with modern systems. I mean, it's been it's been a while, but it is now. People have been doing this for a while. I mean, publishers like Good Old Games are taking care of many of the games.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I do like the fact that it is getting more traction. Just the old school games are coming back.
Yeah.
It's still like very old school. I mean, old engine, old school, new game.
Yep.
Looking at Iron Fury here with the old,
Exactly,
old but
yeah.
updated build engine.
Yeah, or what's the other one called? Dusk. Also old school gaming, but totally new.
WoW Classic is came
WoW
back.
Classic. That's a good.
Oh yeah.
Good example.
Oh yeah.
Like the developer said, nobody wants WoW Classic, and 1 million
they've
hits on Twitch.
Now they've got it.
No one wants it. We love it.
Lovely.
Oh man, I like
yeah.
I like that mentality. Like we're not sure if this is going to work, and it works brilliantly.
Huge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But there are also devs that have their heads up their asses so much that it would pop up back up again.
I mean, ever since Activision
we
took
have-
over, yeah.
We're all excited for Fallout 76, and then it turned to be dog shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Such a
Oh
shame.
yeah.
I do like
Yeah.
I do like the game occasionally, but just if I feel like exploring, because the exploration is good. But
Yeah, I think
Yes,
the game is
absolutely.
one huge missed opportunity. That's all I think.
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
Could have been good.
I would have loved if they took the time where they made the Fallout 76, and took the time they made put into Fallout 4 and made it co-op.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or, hear me out. update their engine.
Need we
They
say
have
more?
done that just slightly.
Yes, slightly.
No, they have not updated their fucking engine. They have not.
Hey, you can now see more foliage on the same screen.
Yay!
Well, hey, you never
I
know.
must say,
If the-
it
if
must
the-
say, it must be said, it does enhance the quality of the areas. It is
Yes.
very full, and
course, yes.
Fallout the engine state of Fallout 4 this moment cannot do that at all. But then
No,
again,
it
Fallout
can't.
has a lot more crap going on.
And I like the fact that the god rays of the sun go through mountains. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's nice. It's a feature.
It's a feature. The god
Well,
rays are
you
so
never-
strong, straight through the mountain.
It just burns your
Working
face.
as
Well-
intended, everybody. Working as intended.
It just works.
Well, you never know. If there's ever a Fallout 5 in the works, though, I'm not sure. Maybe they could improve on all those things as well.
All the men and women, not judging, are putting their efforts in new Skyrim.
Yeah, and what's the other game called? Star thingy? What? Starfall? What? I don't know.
Yeah, Starfall.
StarCraft.
Star. I
Oh.
don't know. That's also being working on, of course.
Oh, okay.
So, any notes to add for Fallout Miami? Because that's where we are going.
No, I'm curious about it. So yeah.
I'm definitely curious about it, especially when you go through their page and see concept art for some of the completely new and custom monster designs that they've got.
Yeah, they
gonna be great.
look awesome.
Yeah.
Especially like the not just the wildlife per se, but like just the environment in general. Like I'm really looking forward to it and how it all unpacks and stuff. Especially like the irradiated pools of just complete green goop of water because of all the fallout.
Yeah.
Well, I
So-
hope it'll turn out to be a big success.
Oh, it's more than
will.
likely going to be
I
a
think
big
it will.
success. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. I think
I'm not.
it will.
Here's the one thing I will say: I'm not hyping myself up too much about it, because I'll only get disappointed for the high expectations that I'm giving it.
I never expect
But I
anything.
am.
That's why I'm mostly pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. Yeah.
My expectations.
I mean, I
are
wish I could
generally
say the
pretty
same.
low.
Yeah, I guess the investment you have for the expectations. I can recognize it.
I mean, you
have
can
to
still
say.
be excited, but you don't need.
Yeah.
You must not overdo it.
No.
Exactly.
And that's where
what
the
I'm- and
overhyping
the-
come from.
Yeah.
Yep.
Keep both feet on the ground.
Hey, do you know
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Do you know what time it is?
It's time for.
It's Nintendo time.
Is it? Okay.
It is actually.
Yep, right on schedule.
Oh, that weird thingy, control thingy.
Also, but the recent updates for SNES games added to Nintendo Switch Online.
Oh.
Oh yes.
It has been added. I was actually not going to include it, but it extends the Nintendo News segment. Otherwise, we
Okay.
just had one item.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Titles such
yeah.
as Star Fox, Super Mario World, and The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past are a part of the library, which is going to be hopefully growing even more.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I'm gonna pull up my Switch now to even name a few more. We have Brawl Brothers, Breath of Fire, Demon's Crest, I think, F-Zero. We have
F-Zero.
Kirby's Dream Land 3, Kirby's
course.
Dream Course even. Only for Nintendo. I bet it is.
Yeah.
And there's quite a bit of them. It is not a whole lot of games. The library is still relatively small compared to the other Nintendo Entertainment System. But then again, it has just been added.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping to see other games like Donkey Kong Country and Super Mario All Stars in that list too.
Maybe. There's Super Mario Yoshi's Island.
Oh yeah. You can't leave that one out.
And Super Metroid. Also a
yes.
notable one. Super Mario Kart is also a one of the games.
I think this is a good move because previously you could only play these games with emulators.
Or you
That's
need
true.
to have the Nintendo Classic
or
when they were sold.
the Nintendo Classic. Yeah, exactly.
That is really true.
But
Yeah.
even before the time before the Nintendo Classic or whatever, the only option you had was emulation. And I'm glad the official developers and producers and companies.
You're just happy that they are going to add old school games to new platforms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The library-
Officially.
Yeah,
That's what I like about it. Yeah, I think it's a good thing.
It makes me happy. I like old games like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think developers and producers taking it seriously is a good thing.
Another big step they could do is to add old school Pokemon games, like Pokemon Yellow,
instance.
Red, Blue, all them.
Yeah, but that would require a different platform to be added entirely.
Okay.
Because
those are all in the original Game Boy.
Yeah.
Those were the Game Boy era,
yes.
which came later.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
But for
Perhaps.
now, it is the SNES era, and that will probably stay for a while.
Yeah.
And now we have the newly upcoming Ring Fit Adventure, which makes use of new accessories and the Joy-Cons.
Looks
Oh
silly.
god.
And I must say, I am actually pretty excited for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you describe what they do? Because I only saw pictures of it. And I
It
was
is
like,
mostly what I've seen.
WTF?
Mostly what I have seen in trailers is that they are. It is a game running on the same engine of Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild,
Yeah.
which is, I think, is a good one, but it is a bit less cell shading.
Okay.
And,
well, but what
and
is it
it's
supposed
mostly
to
and,
be
and
to
the
do?
the gameplay is mostly you moving in tune with Unreal gaming games.
Ah, okay.
And apparently there's a progression system instead of just playing one single level like you did it with the Wii.
Yeah.
And then you're just done with it. There's no interest in it. So I hope this is going to be more interesting because the Ring Fit, the ring you're playing has pressure sensitivity when paired to a Joy-Con.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I think that's going to be pretty interesting. The ring exercise or the ring Fit Adventure is going to be released at 15th of October,
Right.
Okay.
which will take a while. It's still a month away, but still.
Yeah.
That
was Skippy, sorry.
or Easy's cat is making a cameo here.
Leave my bottles alone.
Throw them all off
Yeah.
the table.
That's really good. Get the cat involved in the podcast too.
You're live, Skip.
What? But that's kind of it. New game is going to be released. It's going to be Unreal game, which I hope there's more to be had, because I've even seen some sort of boss battle. Oh, I don't brain today. Not anymore. My brain has stopped working. But there are some boss battles that I've seen in the trailer, which seem interesting. That you need to jut the ring, press it in and out in quick succession to like shoot your character, or let your character shoot at the bosses. And they take a while, so it is actually going to be. I think it's going to be a more fun exercise.
That's surprising. Yeah.
So yeah, I am not really. I'm no, mostly not a fan of games that encourage people to exercise and have these accessories like you have the Wii balance board,
Yeah.
or even just the bowling one, which you can just do while sitting.
Yes.
But this one encourages you to stand up, because a lot of the missions or the games, parts of the mini games you're going to play require you to stand up because it is linked to height. Or at least the sensors will indicate that when it's going up and down. And you cannot really do downwards motions when you're sitting on the couch.
Yeah, you're forced to stand up.
I think so.
Yeah.
And that might be better incentive to play fitness games like that.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I'll just stick to Beat Saber.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, Beat Saber is a really good one
Yeah.
for exercising.
Like
Oh,
play that
yeah.
for a couple hours and you're drenched in freaking sweat.
Refreshments. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's all I had for this Nintendo time.
Yeah. That's basically the end of Nintendo time.
And this is for my end. This is also the end of the podcast.
All
Yep.
right.
We have been live
Alright.
for 1 hour and 15 minutes almost.
That's very
We're
impressive.
way overdue.
Overdue.
Next time we're streaming 15 minutes less to compensate.
Yeah.
Okay, deal.
Time management.
Deal.
Exactly.
We need to have our free time, damn it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Anyway.
that's kind of it for
So,
on my end.
just one more thing. For those who want to try out the quad-barreled shotgun that I was just talking about for Fallout Miami, it's on Nexus Mods.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Download it right now.
All right. Okay.
I might do that.
I'll keep that in mind, maybe.
I mean, if you have Fallout 4, go for it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, how
I'll,
about
uh,
that, Mirai? Do you have
is,
Fallout
is
4?
Is it this one?
I
by the
do
way?
on console.
Oh,
Is it
okay.
this one by any chance?
All right. Then.
Yeah, the Fallout Miami standalone. Yeah, of course. Never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah. I see that. I see that. Yeah. Yeah.
Look at that.
Damn.
That's awesome.
Anyway.
You should see the
I,
video that was on that's on the page itself. It's fucking hilarious. Anywho,
Yep.
Well, I think that's we are done. If you want to
Yeah.
download
Yes.
it, it is easy
that is
to
it.
Google it. Quad barrel shotgun. And it is
That's smart.
and it is
uploader is called Fallout Miami.
Right.
Yeah, so there you go.
That's it.
Have fun with
That's
a quad barrel shotgun if you have Fallout 4, which I am actually going to
Fucking
download.
god! There's the cat.
Which I'm actually going to
Yep,
download right
there's
now.
the cat purring right next to the microphone. Great way to end the podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Just checking out why I'm
dear.
talking.
Well, the weapon is 62 megabytes.
Yep.
So that's the end for the Tapcast. Do you guys have anything to add?
No.
No, not really. Nah.
No, not really.
No,
Nah.
I'm done.
Nah.
That's all I
I'm
wanted to
done.
say.
Yep. That's it.
Okay, this has been a very clean stream.
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean, in terms of, we don't have anything to add. We didn't miss anything. We probably did, but that will be dealt with next time.
Exactly.
We should be able to
Yeah.
do weekly Tapcast again. Should be.
Yeah.
So if you all enjoyed listening to us, you know the deal. Subscribe, follow us, and we will see you next week.
Yes.
All right then.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.